Well, there's little sense in denying it. I feel helplessly addicted to Factorio, so I've gotten my daily chores out of the way, but through the night it was restless dreams of optimizing and shifting conveyor belts. So we'll just feed the addiction. It's back for more Factorio. We've got to go and launch that rocket, and as I recall, we were really close to doing so. Because now, what's all this? Yeah, I know about boilers, flow through. Sure. We've seen this plenty of times. And we know all about that. And somebody told me about making this. While holding a repair pack, use your left. Yeah, we've got that sorted. I haven't had to use pump stations yet. That's okay because the oil is kind of close. And I do like some fluid backup. Haven't had to use these. What do power switches do? While holding copper cable, use the left mouse button on an entity, connect an electric cable to it. Why would I do that? Yeah, I've heard about this but not had to use it yet. There's somewhere where I could have used it but I didn't. This I may have to use when I finally get that third and fourth kind of beaker jars. Yeah, I know all about my gates over rails. We got those sorted. It's an awesome thing. I wish I could look at that a lot closer. How will you include this game in your 50 games completed in it? What the hell? Where does that noise keep coming from? I actually have no idea. Everything's turned off for it. Yeah, I know about limiting chests. I know about... Okay, good. We know everything. Where was I, though? We were really close to getting our rocket because we finally got access to fuel, and we now have storage tanks filling up with petroleum gas, light oil, and heavy oil. I don't know if one oil refinery is enough. Will I need more? If I do need more, I certainly haven't placed it very well here. Then again, there's loads of other pipes that I could have billowing out with stuff here. I do want more light though, because I can barely see. Let there be light. You should delete those tanks and push them further away from the refinery. Why would I delete the tanks? They have so much oil in them. $24,000 oil, no less. Besides, I can just move the pipes further away. The output tanks. Oh, you mean these? Yeah, that could certainly be done. They don't have a lot in them, but I don't know, they're filling up fast. What I could do is disconnect. Oh, okay, I don't even have pipes going into them. I see. I see. Yeah, there's no real length here. So push them further away, you say? I'm gonna miss all this petroleum. Can I not just... Have you stopped? Ah, he stopped because I disconnected one of them. What can I do then? Can I like make some barrels to fill with what I have here? Still figuring all this out whilst I also keep getting told that I'm under attack. I don't think they're going to be liking what I'm setting up here. Well, too bad for them. I swear there were barrels around here, empty barrels that I could fill. There we go. Or is there any way to drain what I have here? You can use a pump to empty them. Oh man, I'm going way in over my head here. Pump jacks is not what I need. Now here we go, empty barrel. I'll make a bunch and see what I can do with them. Not connected to any network here. I can't just drop it down. Just like my trains, I've got to figure this out. Then again, I never used the trains after figuring it out. There's fluid wagons. Cargo wagons. A pump, huh? Needs an engine. I said I wouldn't need those anymore, so I left them behind. But if I had an engine, I could make a pump. I'm probably going to need a bunch of pumps. And then I don't know where the pump goes into, but we'll get an engine and figure that part out. At least I'm well defended and I have plenty of coal, so that's not a concern either. This is where I left all my engines. Wow. Who knows, I might need a bunch of them. I wonder if he drives with gears or if this is an automatic. I'm so glad I have all this space. Probably going to find that it's not a lot of space. Okay, so about that pump. Let's make one and see how it works. Well, it doesn't work at all without some energy. And then it needs to pump into something. Into a what exactly? I mean, I could move it into another storage tank, which is going to be further away and deal with all that stuff. So I could have like my petroleum, my copper is going to be up there, but that could be raked clean and used for stuff later. Alright, this is what I'll do then. Oh, I don't have a lot of storage tanks actually. Can I make some more? Not without some more iron plates. Alright, we can have petroleum land over here. And then you're gonna fill up. And you filled up fast. Wait, there's still petroleum gas in the pipes? That's not cool. Well, I mean, it's almost none of it, so that's okay. Oh, dangerous to pick that up, I lose it. Okay, great. And that is where you go to now. So what I could, would, and should do is not have the oil come up here. No point in that. But instead... always do it underground. There is no real reason to not. Oh, doesn't turn around. Well, there we go. Now you fill up, right? Or you will when this thing is working. There's no big problem with you being there, I imagine. But I'm going to do the same with this. Where oh, gee, I just can't see a damn thing around here. Okay, other storage tank. There we go. Now we have them reasonably spaced out and can do more stuff with them. And they're going to fill up slowly but surely. Good. Pumps are used to increase the pressure on pipes, make pipes one-directional, and to fill fluid wagons. Why would I want to fill fluid wagons? What does a fluid wagon even do, and can I drive it with my car? Looks like something that goes on locomotives. See, some things have descriptions on what they do, other things do not. That makes them tricky. Because what I need to do is figure out how to handle all this stuff I now have. Because there's a bunch of things I now need to make. Like these. And it's made in a chemical plant. That's right, I probably need a bunch of chemical plants. Alright, well, we'll start with one here and see what happens. Hello, chemical plant. You require power. I can give you power. You have the power. I can give you some light as well. So what do I want this chemical plant to make? I can have it make solid fuel for me. That would be quite nice. I also want plastic bars, lots of them. Alright, well, make me solid fuel for now at least. So what, do I just give it one input? One input's probably fine for it. Because yeah, it's constantly full here. Now it's going to give me solid fuel that I probably need to... Oh, okay, it pops them out like that. Cool. Well, stick them in here for now. I'll figure out what to do with that later. Don't make solid fuel from petroleum, Jake. You want that for other things. You're telling me there's no need for solid fuel? What does solid fuel even do? Just acts as fuel, I guess. Well, you can make that until I get my... You can make that until I get coal over here. Now, how do I best get the coal over there? Fortunately, I already have a flow of coal. Right here. You know, this coal goes a long way. What I'm gonna have you do is only push through coal. And let's have that coal over here. Oh man, I want a lot of these things. I really like doing things underground. Till then, though, let's get that coal over here. Oh, I need a lot more of these. Whoa, 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 whoa! How did they damage you? Do they have spitters? I don't know the details, but I do know that this area is dangerous. And that I don't really have much weaponry. Gotta stop leaving my car behind. Alright, that was fun. Now it's time for you to make plastic bars, because those I know I need. Which means you're going to need an input of this coal that I'm getting. I need a lot more splitters and underground conveyor things. Now, what's even the point of that? It doesn't come through that fast. Well, it is what it is for now. You broke your iron belt, Jake. I gotta stop doing that. Okay. You are not full of all the guns and ammo I thought you would be. I need to get my guns and ammo and more conveyor belts, I guess. Hello, conveyor belt. Actually, I'd like quite a lot of you. And I probably need to store a bunch of these just here. We can grab them later. Still want a lot more undergroundy things. What do I need to make them? Loads of iron. Loads of transport. Oh, hang on, I have transport belts aplenty here. And the spinny wheelie things. That is convenient. I should set up a production for splitters. No, not splitters. Underground fast belts, because I like them a lot. Getting sidetracked here. I get sidetracked a lot. Get sidetracked a heck of a lot. But I still think I should do it. Where are all my my assemblers anyway? I probably dropped them off because I thought, oh, I've got plenty of them now. Oh! Is this enough of them, or am I going to need a lot more? That I don't know. But I do know I got a bunch of them now. I don't automate the production of enough things. Oh, and cogs don't come through fast enough for you to do what I want you to do. I face such a cog shortage problem. And wasn't I trying to solve that at some point? Okay, forget the other problem. I came here for guns. To simply defend myself. Still producing plenty of these. Not plenty enough of the other thing, though. So what's your problem? Okay, so copper no longer comes through here like it used to. Wait, where did it ever come from? Ah, you're fool. You should only wait. How do I force you to select a certain kind? Oh, I need a filter insert. Oh, well, I just made one. Only take copper plates, please. And you only put them on that end, don't you? Can artificially keep you alive like that. But that doesn't solve the cog problem, does it? This is getting uglier and uglier the further we go along. This is getting real ugly. What am I even trying to do here? This is why having one belt with multiple goods on it just leads to horrors. Jake, you could solve the entire problem with one splitter. I know, I know. I know. Alright. This. I have got to find a way to kill that. But I don't even know what's causing it. Hold that thought. Maybe it's just a curse from what I did before. Okay, because I already muted everything that could possibly do it. Well, evidently not, but there we go. Yes, if I can actually try to remember what I was doing here. There we go, now you shouldn't need the rest of that stuff. Except, where's my copper? Okay, there's my copper, but it still gets eaten up. Copper production's still so slow. Probably because copper... Yeah, I was laughing earlier at how I really don't need much copper. Again, getting sidetracked. I came here for guns. To defend myself whilst I try to get some petroleum and such. I can fix all this stuff later. Famous last words, but really. Trouble is, I see everything I've done and just think how I could have done it better. Well, that's one of the many troubles, at least. There we go. Loads of guns defending this key point that they seem to love attacking. Now, what the heck was I doing again? Ah yes, getting coal over here. So what am I meant to do with all this solid fuel then? Unsure. So I'll just throw it in the car. I'm sure having highly flammable things inside my car will be okay. So great, now I have access to plastic. I wonder just how much of this stuff I'm gonna need. Probably all of it. Okay, what's up next? Teramius Fan is saying, is there a dev clash tomorrow? Don't know why there wouldn't be. Also don't know why you're asking here. This is my private stream. It's got naught to do with Paradox. Okay. Alright, so that was one thing. What else can I do with a chemical plant? I had a bunch here, right? sulfuric acid is used to mine out uranium, but it needs water piped over here as well. That can be done. Water appears to be infinite. Sulfur needs water and petroleum gas. Batteries need sulfuric acid. I like batteries, but I don't know what they're used for. Now that you have red plastic bars, you can make red circuits. Yeah, a lot of things require red circuits. And plastic was a crippling point for a lot of things. It needs a lot of plastic bars, though. I'm guessing I need to vastly produce red circuits. It'd be so nice if I could see everything that certain things are used for. Modules, don't know if those are particularly good. Create extra products for increased energy consumption. Isn't that good? Decreased energy consumption sounds amazing. So I can't help but feel that I'm going to need a ton of plastic and should probably have a whole load of chemical plants producing plastic. Like a row of them here. How many chemical plants can this... I mean, probably a ton of them. To the point where these guys should probably be putting it onto a conveyor belt that... yeah, that seems like the logical thing. Let's mass produce plastic. Anything I produce, I should probably mass produce. That's the lesson I'm going to take away myself here. Oh, that's a laugh. Yeah, you don't operate that way. Okay, fair enough. Get plasticking, folks. Which means... probably need a bunch of long-armed guys putting it in this way. That seems logical. This is illogical, though. It's getting in my way. Alright, cease your gibbering right now. There's better things to do right now. I really need these. Well, it's not a need, it's a want. Touché. Yeah, they don't have the reach to get over all of these things. So I guess I could put the coal on this side and have them pull out the other way. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Every time I make something so inelegant, I get a bit more disappointed in myself. Now we're talking. Why do I feel like this is not enough plastic? Because it's probably not enough plastic. Well, at the very least, I can shove it all into a chest here. For now, I mean, it could, would, and probably should move to another way later on. Huh, this poor guy doesn't, I do it faster than I thought. Alright, that seems to work through it nicely. Especially since they pick up 2 at a time. A fact I often forget. And where's the petroleum gas? Could it be that I only have enough to fuel one of them? Or not even? Okay, what is taking you guys? Okay, so I don't actually produce enough of it to the point where I'm going to want another refinery already. Seems excessive. But okay, my lesson here is that I only really need 2. Let me help you out there, buddy. Good job. And they do not like my home at all. Can't even imagine why. Alright, so I need a lot more refineries than I have built here. That's what I'm hearing. The oil amount I have flowing is plenty. But I also need to set up a lot more uses for it. I don't need solid fuel then, so I can ignore those 3. I haven't seen a need for lubricant. So what do I even use the other 2 things for? What do I use light oil and heavy oil for? Well, I need sulfur, and that means what? Okay, basically I need a ton of petroleum. Okay, perhaps there's researching to be done to advance that. Huh, military science pack I already had unlocked. And this one needs advanced circuitry, which requires plastic. Okay. So how about we mass produce plastic and we get what we need for these 2 things set up. That means I ignore these other two things for a while. I guess. Which means I need another oil refinery. When the refinery can't get rid of all three, production stops. That kind of blows, because these two are going to be full soon enough. And what do I even do with these guys? Well, I will at least have the plastic. I can figure that out. With what exactly? Tell me, research guy. Something here must be oily. Advanced material processing? An electric furnace. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, Spaghetti Junction now needs a lot of advanced circuits. That's plastic bars going in with a copper cable and regular electric circuits. Let's go and investigate what we can do for that. I mean, what I definitely can do is increase my copper production something fierce. Because I've just had this running, and not particularly well, for a long time. It's also too slow since I upgraded these. So that's something we can fix straight away. I'm giving my all. It's gonna push it on the wrong side though. Oops. Also, oops. There we go, that probably works. That'll work a bit better if my inventory wasn't completely full. There we go, clear. Ugly, but clear. Papa says, I have not played this game since 1.4 and you're really tempting me back into it. Glad I could be of service. Mine this stuff clean. I can't seem to put this thing down. Did I pick something up somehow? Oh, there we go. My inexcusably full inventory has been a problem for a while now. Oh yeah, it's all this coal that I picked up. With no easy way to ditch it. Well, that's what I have a car for. need to up my game on the copper production here. Solving all my problems by creating problems one at a time. Ah, it's so reminiscent of my times as patrician. It's kind of adorable. And I never did fix this. I swore I'd get around to it. Okay, there we go. That should suffice and really bring back the copper production, which is what was lagging behind there. Jake, control, click your coal into the furnaces. That is a good way to get rid of it. I'll consider that later. Right, why did I do any of that? I was just trying to fix my copper problem. I have some central production problems here that really need to be addressed. The lack of sprockets has gone on for too long. I guess one main problem is that I don't have... Iron is used for everything, and I don't have one key entry point for all iron production. Comes in from two... Well, no, I kind of do. All iron meets here. It's just super central and gets in everybody's way. And everybody starts pecking away at it immediately. I don't think the iron production here is much of a problem, is it? I have a lot of these guys pumping out iron as quickly as I can. It's all just in one direction though, which doesn't seem right. Why do I even have it going under and back in like that? For what purpose? There must have been a reason. Probably because there's so few of them here. I don't like the way this belt flows one bit. Let me solve it the only way I think I know how. Ah, okay, this is an issue. I don't have enough of the stuff coming in. Should help at least a wee bit, right? Just not enough to have them firing on all cylinders, though. Perhaps I really need to strip this place bare like crazy, have everything going. Why am I doing this again? I don't know. Another in my long line of being sidetracked, most likely. This is the master source of electricity for all these guys. I'm gonna fix that a wee bit, because I don't like all these guys being so reliant. I want to be able to strip these guys down and then figure out another method for these. Couldn't guarantee there was nothing under that belt. Alright, let nothing remain. If the Xenos didn't want me to strip their world, they wouldn't have left it so tasty when it comes to resources. I know if Fubard it, don't worry, it's all part of the plan. Funny because this isn't even the problem. That does clog it up something fierce though. Beautiful. Just okay. It's still kind of clogged there from all this stuff coming in. But all's well that ends well if this ends up being the bottleneck. And then we produce loads of iron. Or whatever the max flow rate on these things is, I'm not even touching it, I'm sure. That should greatly increase the flow of iron. Still only half as much as I could be chucking out there though. Don't want to have to build another one of these. But I do want it running at max capacity, and that's what it's doing. Copper is flowing nicely as well. Hell, everything looks like it's flowing pretty good. For now. Okay, what do I need? Yeah, I left all these here for probably a reason. What do I want all these goodies for? I don't know, but I don't like the way they just come to a dead stop here. there's probably something I was trying to do, and it was these advanced circuits. Copper cables, electric circuits. Man, my copper cables just end here, don't they? Copper cable, electric circuits, plastic bars. And that will let me do huge amounts of advanced circuits that are then used for God knows what. Okay. I'm thinking, or I'm trying to think. I'll have to think a bit faster so I don't get my stuff moving then. They're going to tear down my walls here. Because this is all my copper cables coming out with no real use for them. So what if I just had them pop along over here? It's a long way to go and meet them with my plastics. I still want loads of splitters that I don't really have. What do I need? Transport belts, electric circuits. Basically this stuff. Nom nom nom. And can't forget the transport circuits, of which I have loads of. That should solve part of that. Let's just embrace the spaghetti for now. No, 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 okay. Nope, that's not happening. Thought I was being clever there, I was not. Story of my life. But I only get the copper cable going over if these guys are backed up, and really I want them to be producing, surely. So that makes less sense. Perhaps I should just have a different copper cable producing thing with, well, for one, the massive copper mountain I have back where I was. I mean, if these guys need plastic, copper cables, and electric circuits so bad, why don't I just make them here? Means I have to split a lot of them coming out, but that's fine, right? Oh man, this game is quite exhausting. The amount of things you end up chasing. Of course, I find myself aggravated with my design choices early on now that I know a bit better the demands this game puts on you. Still though, I've got to deal with the sins of our past. What was I doing again? I need a lot of you guys. Probably means you need a second playthrough. I'll believe that. Alright, so fast stuff. Let's go. I don't like the lack of space I have here due to this coal setup. This is exactly what mapping should be used for. Nope. How do you delete things again? Ah, yes. This whole player inventory stuff is okay. Oh, I'm still too full of stuff here. Jake, I think a lot of your back and forth is due to your approach being let's bring this up to speed rather than let's go overkill in scaling this and move on to the next bottleneck. Yes, you're right. And Golden Deer, this is a public holiday. In fact, I'm pretty sure you asked and were told that earlier on. Right, I've got my plastic here. What I want to do is mass produce plastic. Not plastic, advanced circuits, because I think they're needed in a ton of stuff. Which means a lot of plastic bars, we have those. Copper cabling, we have the copper here. And electronic circuits, which need more cabling, and iron plates. Well, I brought over the iron plates, so if I make loads of copper, oh man, now I need to smelt the copper and get the copper bars. Whew. A tiring game. That should suffice. That's kind of okay. I just need to smelt this stuff and make it into copper plates. Do I have smelters? I'd be very surprised if I do, and I am, and I do. Okay. And hey, look at all this coal that I brought over as well. And a bit more Up, down and round. What if I just had a long strip along here, and instead of mixing them like I've done before, because mixing is just a pain, I just do have this long strip coming down a bit. And then this coal. And I don't have my fast underground belt. Okay, well, slow underground belt is going to have to do for now. Evidently not the most efficient, but it's all I got. And then we flank this for maximum copper production. Use the solid fuel for the smelters instead. Take from light and heavy oil. But you just told me not to. You probably told me not to make it from petroleum, but I mean, why would I do that? Also, I've already just set up the coal, so there's no point. Until the day that I run out of coal, and then I wish that I'd done this, but a problem for the future, perhaps. I'm lacking the long-handed insert. Oh, I can make quite a few of them though, because they only require inserters. Good. So far, so all right. Kind of beautiful in its own way. Right. How about getting you guys out of there, though? So limited in my inserters. So I need to bring these guys together, probably down here, or just have them flow into something. What do I need for copper wire? Tell me, game. Tell me it's just copper, that would be useful. Just copper. So why don't I have them flow directly into these things? because they don't get fed fast enough, I guess. One, two. Yeah, not fast enough. Alright, am I getting there? I hope so. I sure am getting that lazy bastard achievement though. I really do wonder what it's like being an experienced Factorio player and seeing this. Probably pretty painful. Alright, now I have tons of copper wire coming out. Loads of it. I hope this is loads. I'm going to turn around later going, no, this is nowhere near the amount of wire that you need. Then again, a bunch of this needs to be used for making electronic circuits. Not just advanced circuits. Just when I thought I'd made tons of these electric pole things, I find that once again I was mistaken. Do I have the space to have another bunch of these? Like, have it go into you, and then you ping it out to a one for electrical circuits? I think I do. I'm gonna choose to believe I do. Quickly running out of resources for doing everything I'm trying to do here though. But you need more than just that, you need the iron plates. Which fortunately I have this set up for. I hope it seems like I'd planned that. Okay, not bad. Now I have everything I need to meet with my plastic and then have a advanced circuitry production thing for. However, I found myself incredibly short on inserters, which means I need my cogs. Someday I'm going to get that cog production up and running like crazy. because it's always such a... I think way back when I was just first using my assembly machines, I was like, whoa, 2 things making cogs forever? I'll never need more cogs again. And I have just faced shortage upon shortage of cogs ever since. And of course I thought, you know, this would be plenty of area to work with. But how wrong I was. You mass produce inserters though, Jake. I mean, I mass produce them for use in my science. I don't think I end up putting them somewhere else though. I just have this long strip of them, not doing much else. I can pick them up nice and easily. And now they're going to eat through my cogs once again. What is it I'm shy on here? More electric circuits. Feels good seeing everything in action there. And what was I needing over here? Well, it was just the shortage of inserters that I went over for, right? I think that was it, because otherwise I have everything else I need. And I forget what I needed advanced circuits for. Ah yes, science. With engine units. Oh man, mass producing those was already a pain. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've come to a conclusion. It's a conclusion you aren't going to like, and I'm going to like even less. But I think I'm going to start over with Factorio from the start, knowing what I know now. Because when I see what I've made here, I can't help but get dismayed at the spaghetti that I've created. I want to start out and plan things a lot better than what I've done here. But I've got that itch that I really want to play a lot more of this. I remember when I had this, I was like, how could I ever need more space for steam engines? But yes. Yes. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do it now though. I'm gonna chill off a bit. Maybe like dunk my head in some cold water and ask myself, what are you doing with your life? I thought I'd... Okay, that's another thing I'm gonna do. Find a way to kill that noise. Thank you, Dust Crow, but still. Grr. Alright, we're going to ascend. Thank you for not going in an alternate direction. Sure. Okay, gonna peace out for a wee bit. Who knows, maybe I'll be back with Factorio Ascension later on today. I have the whole day ahead of me, right? Gee, it's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'll do. Cheers for joining. We'll have a not first look before too long with Factorio. Till then, cheerio.